What is up, YouTube? HPJ here. How are you guys doing? It is time for another HPJ podcast with me, of course, HPJ. I have some ambient music in the background. Actually, you know what? I want to switch it over to a more festive um, session. Actually, I'm gonna start it over with some more cozy uh, stuff from Fancy Fox Gaming. I have like a whole playlist of my what I like to call calming music. It's music that's lo-fi, very ambient, really good for focusing, studying, or just relaxing. It's been very therapeutic. I actually was talking to my therapist about 2 weeks ago, and she was like, "No, that's a really good thing. You're finding things that help calm you down and help you find a focus." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I think what I like to really do is come home to ambient music, or tell my iPad or tell my cell phone, just to kick in that nice, cool ambient music and play it. But so yeah, we're here for session. Oh my God, this is session 24 of the HPJ podcast. And I wanted just to let you guys know um, that I will be funny enough. Um, so I've been on the defense. The defense. I've been on the offense actually, or not offense. Jumble of words. I've been basically trying to figure out if I want to continue my podcast. And during my therapy sessions, because you guys know I do bring up my therapy sessions, that um, uh, I I really didn't think I'd be coming back to my podcast after so long, and I'm actually quite happy that I have. And I don't like I've been juggling in my mind. Do I want to continue to do my podcast and have the podcast on the channel? And then I was debating on maybe moving my podcast to my archive channel. It would, I guess, be a little better, but I'm still just not sure. And I will say this: um, I don't want to end my podcast like I initially thought I was. I don't, and the reason why I don't is because even though people don't watch my podcast, they don't want to see a more than 30-minute video from yours truly. I'm I'm tired of having to just relegate myself to things because other people don't like them. I want to do podcasts. I want to continue to enjoy my podcast. And even if others don't care for the podcast, I want to do it. And I think that truly states a lot more than anything else um, that is going on with everything. And, it's been on my mind. And I think, you know, I don't know, like, it's on my mind. Hold on. I'm also typing too. Someone who claims he's good at multitasking. I suck at talking and typing. Because I'm uploading my Harpie Rush Dual deck profile right now at the time of this recording. Um, so, so. Oh my god. Okay, my new. God, I hate this so much. I need to change my sensitivity setting for my for my phone. My S23 Ultra, which I know I keep bringing up my new phone. I haven't started recording off of my new phone in terms of like recording off my new phone. Actually, I need to move my pictures off of my old phone onto my new phone so that my new phone can have access to it. Because the S series doesn't have external storage. It just has internal storage. And then depending on how much of the phone that you buy, like right now I currently have, which is probably the middle range of storage, which is 512. If I were to get the next up, if I were to have gotten it in a better, like, it's not even better condition, it's just, if I got the 1 terabyte, it'd probably be a lot easier. But I didn't want to go get the 1 terabyte because the 1 terabyte would have cost me $600. And it sounds like fun, it sounds like PC Community Dandy, but it's really not. And I've always been debated about wanting to, have access to it, but it's so weird. It's so weird when it comes to this content creating. I'm not a good content creator. I will admit that. I mainly do the content creating because it was fun. It's something that I like to do. I don't, it's not my main source of income. It's not like relatively hit the mark on things. I just do it because I love to do it. I love to see myself create content. Oh my god, is that the Sherbert Land for Mario Kart 64? Yes, it is. Oh my god, I need to play me some Mario Kart. You guys, I miss Mario Kart. I don't have World because I don't have a Switch 2. But I have Mario Kart 64. I have Mario Kart DS. I have Super Mario Kart Access. I have Mario Kart Advance Access. I have so many accesses to these Mario Kart games. I need to play them because I miss playing Mario Kart. I have 2 weeks off coming up for my vacation. And I'm going to just play video games that entire day. I'm not going to play card games. I'm not going to worry about card games. HPJ's dedication for the next 2 weeks, for the end of 2025, is I'm going to play video games. I'm going to move all my cards to the side. I'm going to just sit here in front of my Switch or Switch in my hand, and I'm just going to play my video games. Because I miss playing my video games. I miss coming home and just sitting down and playing a nice round of just everything. I haven't played my Animal Crossing Village in weeks because of all this other stuff. I have been playing like my Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which got cheated because Jeff Keighley, you're such a cunt and I hate you. I do. I hate Jeff Keighley. And I hate the Game Awards because every time, for multiple reasons of why I hate the Game Awards. I can go down the list. That's my podcast. I hate the Game Awards. That's probably going to be the title. If it's not, it's just, I just can't stand I can't stand the Game Awards. That's probably just the same title. But, so, the Game Awards were not too long ago. I didn't watch any streamer that was actually dedicating to watching the Game Awards, because here's things about the Game Awards that you should know. If you're going to stream the Game Awards, you probably need to mute it and just put it on mute it and then put everything on caps lock. On closed caption. The reason is because you'll get DMCA'd out the ass, and I don't understand why Jeff Keighley refuses to understand that content creators who you invite to your awards will get copyright strikes because there are multiple music tracks that are not cleared on YouTube, especially by either the artist or the company. So then people have to mute those particular things, which for some of them is not easy. Editors, you are a gift to God's earth, because oh my god, I know you have to go through the hellhole to edit a whole lot of shit. So I'm pretty sure if it's not the streamers who are going through the shithole trying to get it together, it's the goddamn editors who unfortunately have to deal with the bullshit, because people like Jeff Keighley who have these events use music that unfortunately gets people copyright striked. So I understand why a lot of people don't want to stream the Game Awards. The other thing is that those who are even in attendance of the Game Awards, I'm sure many of you don't like the atmosphere there. I've heard some horror stories. Then on top of that, let's talk about the Game Awards themselves. And let's be 100% honest. A lot of the Game we've, for the last 5 years of gamers, have very much not cared much for the Game Awards. I know there are some who do, but let's be real. You do it because it's free content. Let's not lie. Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's keep it 100. You love the content because it gets people to watch you. I personally stopped watching it, I think, after the whole incident with, with what was it? Oh, Activision Blizzard. You know, where all the women filed a lawsuit with the California um, state state attorneys to basically sue Blizzard and Activision for sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, unlawful treatment, and everything else under the sun that they experienced while working at Activision Blizzard. Jeff Keighley gives a 2-minute speech on why, yeah, I know everything's going on, but I'm not going to really speak on it. But you're the same man who sat there several years ago in front of a live worldwide audience and basically called out Konami for what they did to, what is it? I forget the guy behind Metal Gear, but him. Hideki Kamiya? No, that's not Hideki Kamiya. See, because I don't even play Metal Gear. It's the guy from Death Stranding, him. Because Death Stranding 2, the guy that made those games. And from what was told, understood, and said was basically because it was a contract situation. They got rid of him, and then they still continued to, do the Metal Gear stuff. They sent lawyers to their lawyers sent to his lawyers, basically stating that if you go to the Game Awards to receive any awards for Metal Gear, we will sue you. Even though this man basically created the series, and everything about the series was thanks to this man. So, because of that whole situation, I guess because him and Jeff are friends, he felt like he was obligated to do that. But you weren't obligated to say anything about the women in the gaming industry who are equally, if not more, affected by things that go on in the work environments of these gaming studios, and gave a 2-minute bullshit speech about the situation. Because let's be real, we all know that Activision Blizzard was behind the fact that you still have, sponsors and stuff for this Game Awards. You don't even have to fact check me because it's already, watch the credits of the Game Awards and watch everything that falls out with the Game Awards. Look at all the sponsors for the Game Awards. You can easily look it up. It's tons of sponsors. And Jeff doesn't want to lose those sponsors because then he loses the chance to have content for the Game Awards. And it's like, you're such a fucking prick and a douchebag. Like, I really just hate dudes like him that sit here and wave around their money and their status just so they can get likes and views for people, and then sit there and undermine all the hard work and dedication of people who actually give a fuck about video games and the hard work and dedication. And I'm not saying like everyone there is a saint. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the fact is that the reason why I can't stand Jeff Keighley is because when situations that needed to be brought up to the attention of the gamers, he basically threw stones, hide hands, and played victim while he did it. And when everyone called him out on it, he was quiet. He was like, oh, I'll just give this 2-minute speech. Like, no, fuck you, Jeff Keighley. Because those women deserve to have the moment to speak on things. And you chose to be a coward and an asshole and not speak on it. And I will never forgive Jeff Keighley for that. And I do stand for the women that were at Activision. Because if you read the lawsuit and you read the stories and you read the stuff that was going on, because the women won. They won. Activision took major hits. Their CEO had to step down. They had to pay the lawsuit. Because I don't know if the lawsuit is still going on, but I know there was a settlement. And it was just basically, I'm glad that there was no one hiding behind anything and just basically being raw and honest about what was going on, because they deserved the right to speak on everything that was going on. And I hate the fact that it was covered up, or they were trying to cover it up. And I hate people like Jeff Keighley who wanted to ignore the situation. And it was just like, no, I'm not sorry. I'm going to be one of the many who speak on the situation and say it was really fucked up, and this is why I don't support the Game Awards. I don't like Jeff Keighley. I don't like Jeff Keighley even more because poor Sonic the Hedgehog does not get any does not have any W's with the Game Awards, and it's probably another situation of Jeff Keighley picking sides, because for whatever reason, Mario Kart World, which I could not wait to get to talk about Mario Kart World like a dog. Mario Kart World is trash, and mind you, everyone was very hyped for Mario Kart World. It's a beautiful design. It's a beautiful looking game. Do not get me wrong, but game mechanics and a lot of the things in the game need work. This was a launch title for the Switch 2. On top of that, you've had over 8 years to get this shit together. You did an amazing job of making it look pretty, but pretty games don't really help sell consoles. With Nintendo's already big ass track record of bullshit that's been going on for the last 4 years, and how everything has been panning out these last couple of years, especially with this last year and all the stuff going on that has been exposed from the back doors of Nintendo. Nintendo winning Best Racing Game of the Year, while Sonic Racing Cross Worlds not only surpassed it in sales, but has an all-star lineup of things in DLC that is constantly coming. Mario Kart World still has not dropped any DLC and has only dropped patches to try to fix things that were going on. I have not seen or heard anyone that I watch or follow talk about Mario Kart World. Even the Mario Kart World people were like, yay, Mario Kart World won, but it's only been 6 months. Literally, it's only been 6 months. Where's the DLC for this game that was promised? Because it's nowhere to be seen. And then even then, most people were just so irritated with how the game, the mechanics and stuff were working. Because it was like, you wanted to start a race where it's just you racing. And then you be interlude into running a race run from one place to another. Which irritated people because you just wanted to run regular tracks. Like, just keep the Mario Kart staple. And it just added the new stuff. I didn't understand why we needed an open world Mario Kart. I'm sorry, but we did not need an open world Mario Kart at all. What was the purpose of an open world Mario Kart? Can someone please explain to me what is the 100% legitimate reason why we needed an open world Mario Kart? Because we don't. We never did. Mario Kart was fine. Go from track to track. I mean, if you wanted that just for like the in-between screens, okay, that's fine. But that would still take up, time and product of things. So it's just like, I did not understand the purpose of Mario Kart needing all of this extra shit, and it didn't. Like, honestly, truly, it did not. So I was, like I said, will I buy Mario Kart World? Yeah, I'll buy Mario Kart World. But it probably looks like one of those games where I'm going to have those issues of, there are things in it that don't need to be in it, and then there's too many things that are being precipiced to the side just to fit in for other things that were not still, like I said, still not needed in the game. There was also the issues people brought up about how the game itself, what was it? It was, the characters. There aren't enough costumes. And it's funny because a game that came out a month later, DK Bonanza, had more, it has DLC. It has DLC. There's costumes for DK and Pauline, but there's no costumes for any other racers in it. And DK only had 2. But a whole new game just came out. Like, what's the real issue? What is the problem? This is part of the reason why, like I said, I don't think I'm going to go really... That's why I said I'm waiting for things to pan out with the Switch 2. And then I'll ride a Switch 2. Because it wasn't a money issue. $500 I could have easily gotten, saved up. I was just more irritated with the fact that this is the price tag that you hold because your games are $80. Because Mario Kart World by itself is $80 plus tax. And that's for, like, it's not even a physical copy. It's like, no, it's a physical copy, but then it's also just like, you're not really owning the game. You're just owning the cart that puts the game into your system. And even if you buy the bundle, you're just downloading the game. So it's just very, very stupid. I'm sorry. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid. So it was just like watching Sonic yet again take multiple L's for the last few years. When Sonic has had extremely great games. We've had Sonic in Shadow Generations. We've had Sonic Frontiers, and we have Sonic Racing Cross World. So it's just to say that you guys just included because you don't want Sega and Sonic Team to feel left out. But let's be real, Sonic fans have never felt appreciated. Even when Sonic has had great years of great content, the Game Awards just does not give a fuck about Sonic. So, and I mean, it still didn't make it any funnier when no Nintendo game won. No, the Nintendo game that was nominated for Game of the Year did not win. And I'm shocked that Mario Kart didn't get nominated as Game of the Year, but Bonanza that came out a month later, did. Alright. And that was it about the Game Awards, because I didn't really watch any of it at all to give a shit about what else was winning or what else got, like, important shit or not. Like, not at all. None at all. And then, what other stuff I could talk about? What is this month? I mean, this week. Week of the 19th. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in the TCG, if you're in North America and Latin America, I believe on the 21st, you should be able to go get your Phantom Revenge booster packs and booster boxes, because Konami hates the TCG. They don't hate Europe, because Europe got theirs early. So unless you want to pay the taxes to get the stuff early from Europe, I mean, go for it. But I would not advise you to do that. But it's your money. You do what you want. I just think I think it's just sad how Konami's promising all this product, but then it takes an additional 2 weeks for the TCG to get it. That's why I think when I made my my Rarity Collection 5 video, I said North America and Latin America, you're just gonna be waiting an extra 2 weeks for this. So don't get happy when you see it come out, because guess what? It's not gonna come out for you. And you see, they also are really pushing their they're pushing for, like, their content creators in Japan. I mean, not in Japan, but their content creators in EU to sell off their product. I'm just like, alright, y'all do what y'all want to do. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, sit here and try to finagle this, because I'm so sick of Konami and how they treat the TCG. I really am. I'm not caring for the ban list. I don't give a shit anymore. It is just what it is. Pokemon isn't having much of these issues. I know people are enjoying ZA. I will get ZA, but it looks like I won't get ZA until probably January or February. And I'll probably get, like, maybe just the Switch 2 version of it. If not, I'll get the regular version and then just have it accessible for my Switch 2. I don't really see the difference except for just pretty graphics. I'm sorry, guys. Like, Switch 2 versions really just don't interest me. It's just like, oh, look, it's prettier now. Like, okay. Alright, I guess that's the thing. Outside of that, it's really just not an interest for me to care too much about it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Wise, no. I guess just make the decks that I've been making. I have a couple ideas of some stuff I want to make. I do owe you guys deck profiles for Kiza and Crow and Yusei with more constructed setup for their decks since the structure decks were released. I do have, like, a couple of ideas. And then I know some people are saying, well, now that you have the plant stuff, are you going to go build your retro deck for Amaryllis? Yes, I am. I'm going to probably piece that together before the end of the year. But so probably sometime before New Year's is where I'll give you guys the expected video for that, for the retro decks. And then Crow will get a retro deck. Yusei's going to get a retro deck. Yusei's retro deck is probably going to be one of the shittiest ones. I'll just say it now, because I really did not care for Synchron. And I know if I do a retro deck for Synchron, you guys are going to be like, where's Quick Draw? Where's Quick Draw? Where's Quick Draw? I don't know. Point me in the direction of product that had a reprint of Quick Draw Synchron, and then I'll go buy it. I should go, like, it'll probably be in, like, I have Quick Draw Synchrons, actually. I think I have Synchron stuff. I don't know where I put it. It's probably in, like, the closet from What the Fuck that I have to go through. So I think that's where it is. Yeah, it actually is. I think it's in my, it's in the closet. So I have to like literally go get it and get out the closet. Probably find some other stuff too, because it's like I have like a whole case of stuff that I want to get rid of, but now I can't get rid of it because my locals DFG don't take Yu-Gi-Oh cards anymore, which I always thought was really, which I. So here's the thing about that, because I learned from people who were there about what's been going on. So the Yu-Gi-Oh scene at DFG is dying, which that doesn't surprise me because of how Jensen kind of handles the Yu-Gi-Oh scene. Actually, just like a lot of stuff that's just been going on behind the scenes. That some of it I'm not able to talk about because it's not my store, so I can't talk about it. But I can just tell you from as being a customer, like there is no Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves. There's no. I haven't seen a decent deck box or anything in a while. I know they're celebrating their anniversary. Or just celebrating their anniversary, but for being open for 2 years. But as far as like Yu-Gi-Oh goes, I would suggest just going to another store and buying Yu-Gi-Oh products. If there's any left in the Bay Area. I think there's like maybe a handful of them. Digimon wise, I mean they have Digimon something. I don't know because I was in the Discord and we still haven't seen anything in terms of like stuff from them in terms of like cause it's just been One Piece. That's all I really One Piece in Pokemon. That's literally it. One Piece and Pokemon. One Piece and Pokemon. I don't play One Piece, so I don't care about One Piece. Like I play Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's just like the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is just drawing itself the fuck out. So yeah, it is just what it is. It's just what it is. Like I can't fix a store that doesn't want to fix itself. But like I said, it just is what it is, right? Right. So from there, what other things can I talk about? I can talk about Digimon because I know I got a shitstorm from the Digimon community about my most recent video. Like I told people, buying these Digimon structure decks have been a problem because I had to go to Games of Berkeley here over in Berkeley, California, to go get product for Digimon, and I literally had to spend $40 for the advanced decks. Where, funny story, if you live in the Bay Area, if you live in the East Bay, go to your Targets because your Targets should have them. The Targets I go to are the one in Alameda, the two in Berkeley, because there's one in downtown Berkeley and then there's one on University. The one in Alameda had a couple for sale, $29.99. Wish I had saved my money and just went there, but I was at work. My game store didn't have any, and DFG didn't have none, so couldn't get any from DFG. So I don't even know if DFG has any, because if they don't, then Target would be the next bet, because that's how I had to get mine. No, I had to get mine from Games of Berkeley, and I had to spend like $40, even though your MSRP states that it is $20. It's not. So it's just like, yeah. It's what it is. This is what it is. I said it all the time, but at least I got them, so I did get them. So I'm at least happy about that. Outside of that, was there anything else really? I'm gonna be rebuilding my deck for Mastemon, if that makes any. I mean, not Mastemon. I need to do a Mastemon video. I don't know why I don't. I need to. So I gotta get that together, and then because my deck is not Mastemon sufficient. I already know I'm gonna have 5 dislikes on it, so that's why I'm not really focusing on trying to do anything for it, because I'm just like, I don't have the money for a Mastemon deck. Even if even if the Mirai reprints happen, let's be 100% honest. Mirai reprints happen in March. What does that say for everything else? Well, basically that means that with everything else going on, Mirai is still going to be expensive because all the pieces from Mirai in terms of Mastermind are the expensive pieces now. Would still be expensive pieces then because um, her box topper from BT21, and then you need at least two of those, and that's $30 right there. Because remember, box toppers are not always easy to pull, and TCG player people are gonna stroke so they can get that extra dollar. And then the Mirai from the Mastermind from BT20 from BT23, she has dropped. So if anyone does have them, I'll pick up too. Just not right now. I'm gonna wait till later and then pick them up. And then, because has Mastermind topped? I don't know because I haven't looked at the Ultimate Cup results yet. So once those drop, I'm sure we'll see. We'll see Sakuyamon. We'll see Mirai. We'll see Mastermind. We'll probably see Hootiemon because people are talking about Hootiemon. We'll probably see some more Gallantmon shenanigans as well because Gallantmon was doing well. And whatever other competitive shit wants to be said. I just really just focus on the decks that I play and I enjoy. I haven't been to a Digimon um the last sneak peek was BG23, which I didn't even I went there, picked up what I didn't pick up half the shit I needed, and then I cut. Cause it was like if I wanted to do this I'd rather just play regular Digimon and spent $10 instead of 30. Because there's really nothing in BT23 that I'm looking interested in. DT24 that I give a shit about, so I'm not gonna focus on BT24. And then the next EX set looks like trash. So I didn't give a fuck about Centralimon, to be very honest with you. That was kind of a waste too, because it also makes me wonder: do I want to focus on was it Guardian Vortex? Because Guardian Vortex looks like a waste. You know what I really want to pick up, honestly, because I've been seeing them as I've been shopping. I want to pick up a set of Retro Pack 2. But Retro Pack 2 looks like such a waste of $17. It really does. Because I have seen people who have bought these Retro Pack 2 boxes and they're just not happy. Like, of course, because it's Retro Pack. Um, and then, what was it? The Charmers, their anime stuff is coming out pretty soon as well in the TCG. Which is funny because they're not gonna have like we have a full list and it's just basically Charmer Turbo. Like there's nothing new, there's no big changes. It's just here's reprints of all the Charmer stuff. Like with the Albaz stuff, we got new cards, we got new support, we got good reprints of cards as well. But Charmer is still no boss monster, just relegated to 1850 spellcaster beatdown and their link monsters, which gets used by every other archetype in the game. So it's just like, damn, girls, they just really do not like y'all. Konami really don't. Which is funny though, because you guys helped set up that whole attribute, scenario with an archetype, and Konami just does not give a fuck about you. So I wonder what's gonna be the next Anime Chronicles thing. I guess I should go look at that video they made a few years ago to celebrate the 25th anniversary, because then we'll see which archetype is going to be the next one. I'm more interested in March because with Digimon's release, then you turn around and then here's Yu-Gi-Oh! Releasing the 3-in-1 structured X for Mitsurugi, Sky Striker, and X Saber. I care less about X Saber or Mitsurugi. I'm here for Sky Striker because I want to pick up 3 of those just to get the Sky Striker stuff. Anybody who wants the X Saber shit, I will gladly sell it to you for $10 in the Mitsurugi. But it also depends on what's in there, because if there's some good shit in there, I won't sell them. Then I may keep them. I'm gonna sell y'all the X Saber shit and the Mitsurugi shit, because I don't play it. Mitsurugi, and I have no interest in it. I have no interest in X Sabers. Because the only X Saber that I've ever used was an X Saber Invoker. And that simply just has a combo piece for Madolche. Oh, and Zodiac. Oh, and I guess Tri Brigade before it got banned. So, yeah. So that's literally it. I just want Skytracker stuff because Camila and them will be in there. And you guys know I've been needing my Skytracker reprints bad. Plus, I'll probably give us some new versions of maybe Rain Rose question mark. But we'll probably get all arts of Hayate, Shizuku, Kigari, Kana, Zeke. All of those will be with all arts maybe in reprints, which would be nice. Um, Engaged, because I don't have the all art for Engaged. And then Rhoda's reprint has Ray and Rose on there, sitting up for battle. So I hope maybe that's in there. I don't know what else they could really add to it. I know the extra deck monsters will be there. And then like Camila, um, was it Azrael, Zaria? I forget what her name is. It's like, I think it's Azalea. Yeah, she'll be there, hopefully, with a reprint. And then Zero is who I need to pick up next, too. But I'll probably, like I said, I'm going to pick that up before March. So, because I think it's like maybe one or two of those that you need in your extra deck for Striker. And then the rest of it is basically just hanging out with Striker. So I haven't updated my Striker deck actually. I know people have it's a lot of basically likes to dislike situation with my Striker deck profile since then. Like, it's not bad, it's not good in terms of what the likes and dislikes show. Like, it's basically 50-50. It's the same thing with my deck for Sakuya Mon. I have more likes than dislikes. But it seems that people were very unhappy because I wasn't catering to Fox Mommy's need of... Because I don't know what the fuck we really need to put in her deck. But like I said, I'm playing with the plugins. I'm playing with the new cards. I kind of really don't like some of the new support. I will say that. And with everybody getting mad at me, because there was one person who was mad at me and was like, you don't put enough of this shit out in your deck. I was like, yeah, because I only bought one structure deck. I only needed one. Why do I need 4 Amethyst Mandala? It's not even that good. It's not. It's not good at all. Like, I'm giving you, like, the Joan face from, what was that? From Girlfriends. Like, it's just not good. It's not. Okay? It's not good. It's not. Guys gotta do better, okay? Just gotta do better. So yeah, I'm just gonna focus on that and just figure those things out. Actually, have they done like an update yet for it? Do we have the Ultimate Cup stuff from yesterday? No, just the regionals from Orlando, which was what? Mastemon, Hootie. I need to see. Just so like you guys don't see here anything. I'm just like a full closet in that case. I mean, I am. So it's like, okay, so it's Mastemon, Beelzemon, Jessmon, Royal Knights. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. The Royal Knights and Jessmon. Crossheart, because Crossheart got new support too. And then like the demon, is that the demon one? It looks like it. Whatever. So yeah, like I guess that's like the wave of stuff, right? It's like rocks. There's like a whole bunch of rock Digimon in one. Then it's the like just what's been out for this month. Mastemon, Jessmon, Rocks, Royal Knights, and Hoodiemon. And like I see a few catches of here and there stuff. But that's actually what's been running since BT23. So yeah, okay. Actually, I want this in desktop view. So it's easier for me to look at. Okay. I'm just moving stuff around my other phone. North America regionals. Are there any regionals coming up within the next few days? Just the month is almost over. Here, I'll put this in desktop mode as well. So maybe if you guys like your state, maybe. Let's see. We're in November, right? Yeah, we're in November. December. December 20th, North Carolina regionals at the Canham Country Agriculture and Conference, Ohio, the Great Columbus Convention Center. This on the 20th. Remote duels for the 21st. Core TCG on the 28th is having they're having two events. There's a YCS. Oh, this is a regionals, I'm sorry. They have a regionals, and they're going to have a remote duel. Okay. And then that's pretty much it for going into 2021. So when are those? Oh, the 3rd. Okay. So, yeah. Remote duels and then regionals LA. Because I didn't know there was a Santa Clara one by Core. Yeah. Then again, no one tells me anything. I know how it is, guys. You don't have to lie to me. You can tell me the truth if you don't like me. Because you go to me, well, throw stones, high hands. Okay. This is what meta stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Which I do play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I just don't make videos around it. Because it's just not worth it. I go in, I play a couple of decks, and then I get the fuck out. This deck I'm looking at is like from a year ago. It's like 3 Harpie for Humor, 3 Harpie Channeler, 3 Harpie Harpist, 1 Oracle, 3 Harpie Lady 1, 3 Lightning Vortex, 2 Swallow's Nest, 3 Hysteric Sign, 1 Feather Rest, 3 Ego, 3 Karma Cut, 2 Chain Disappearance. And the extra deck is 2 Cyber Slashes, 1 Giant Hand, 1 Zero Find, 1 Castel, 1 Chidori, 1 Malevolent Sin, and then 1... Is that Malevolent Sin? Yeah, 1 Malevolent Sin, and a Steel Swarm Birch. So it's like... And that was like from over a year ago. That was June. King of Games, Harpie Blast Will is the skill. And that was literally from like June 30th of 2024. Are there any events coming up? Doesn't look like it. I think the current event now is just the what's the name stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh, which is not bad. If you want to build it, go ahead and build it. And I guess I was looking at stuff like that. Hands, artifacts, and trap tips. This is from the Core TCG website for like their blog and stuff. So yeah, really not much. I guess we're just waiting for Ultimate Cup stuff to drop from yesterday. If Eggman event ever did it, right? Nope. So I'm probably just getting like the results and stuff and then posting it later. Because they only do like the top 6, they don't do like the overall event from what I'm seeing here. So yeah, there's gonna be a thing. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about before I wrap up today's podcast? No, not really. I just gotta make an announcement that I'm gonna continue to do my podcast, which I think people will be happy about. I hope. If not, hell, it'll give me something. Hey, happy 25th anniversary to the release of Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Japanese release, December 14th of 2001. The Game Boy Advance release brought one of the greatest 2D platformers of all time, Super Mario World, to a portable audience. Not only did this include the basic beyond the classic experience, it introduced a built Luigi as a playable character with Luigi's Flutter Jump, and gave a unique twist to traveling through Dinosaur Land and searching for all 96 exits. Still, my second favorite game of all time. I wish I had a physical copy of Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance. I do, because I love that game. That is still one of my favorite games of all time. It's my second favorite game of all time. So the first favorite game of all time is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Then it's Mario World. Then it's Crash 3, Spiral 2, Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Black and White 2. Then it's CTR. I wanna Animal Crossing New Leaf. So I love me some New Leaf. And then Ratchet and Clank 2, Jack and Daxter 2. I feel like that should be Ratchet 3, because I played a lot more Ratchet 3 than I did Ratchet 2. But I like what Ratchet 2 did, that Ratchet 3 didn't. Ratchet 3 just felt like here's mission mode, get happy. Maybe that's why, because I didn't care too much. Like, I didn't hate Gladiator, I will say that. Because Ratchet 4 wasn't bad. It was just like, what the fuck? It was just so much shit. And it's just like, I guess this is a thing. I didn't enjoy it. Like, overall, I didn't enjoy it. It was still my favorite lineup of themes. So, it definitely was. And then, yeah, no. If that ain't my, top 10 favorites, in fact, it's my top 10 favorites. And then I think, just other things that I needed to, like, just my favorite games of all time. Who was that? SA2, Mario World, Crash 3, Spyro 2, Emerald, Black and White, Ratchet 2, Jack 3, New Leaf. So then the other one will be the last game. Probably a game that I go to a lot. Oh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Particularly, I would say it's either between Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2004, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2008, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. Although I'm kind of mad at how, like, Eternal Duelist Soul wrapped up, because I will say this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition wasn't bad, it's just the structure of it made it unbearable. It could have been so much better, in terms of it. Because I did play the Japanese version of Eternal Duelist Soul, and I will say the Japanese version of it was way better than, well, not exactly. Like, okay, so let me explain it. Because I talked about it in my video, but, I don't mind talking about it here. So, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Expert 1, Duel Monsters 5 Expert 1, that's what it's called in Japan. It's the first Game Boy Advance game for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. And it basically is Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duelist Soul. There was a lot of major changes for its international release because they did not want to bring over a lot of the things that would have been deemed religious or religious, connotation. So what ended up happening was this. They, so like the whole lineup and everything. Let me put the lineup together for you. Okay, so it's basically Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duelist Soul. The major changes were that, of course, card artwork and outfits were changed. Then they also did a change for the menu screen, because in Eternal Duelist Soul, it's a cloudy background and it has like the menu. In the Japanese version, the menu is the pentagram, and then you move around the star to basically go to different areas, like the campaign where you duel everyone, the options, the deck stores, deck creation, all of that is divided between each of the stars. But then, like when you want to change like stuff in the game, like your sound and all of that, you have to go to a separate menu in the options menu. So they put all that into the options menu. So unfortunately, yeah, it is a lot of stuff that they 100% changed for the game. And it's crazy how all of that changed. No, literally it is. So it was just like, okay, just enjoy what's left. Just enjoy what's really like the lineup of things that are going on. Because it is crazy how much of it was definitely influenced the change. Like the changes were definitely needed. But I also can see, because like the gameplay was really slow. The lineup of how you like organize stuff was not bad. It was actually really, really good. Then the music wasn't. I prefer the Eternal Duelist Soul version, which, mind you, Worldwide Edition changed everything. And it was just the better version because it was a lot faster. You didn't have to hold the B button. I don't know how the changes between that and World Championship 2004 ended up being the way they were. But holy shit, the World Championship 2004, you have to hold the button in the back. I love 2004, don't get me wrong, because I love the simplicity. I love the music. I love how the backgrounds and stuff look. But it's not to me, if you're going to call it a World Championship game, there's no tournament features to it. The tournament features didn't come to 2005. Remember, Eternal Duel of Soul and Worldwide Edition all had tournament variations to them. It was just how they were structured. How they were structured. But it just was like, well, this was a precursor to things later on in the franchise for the World Championship games. Because World Championship 2006 wasn't bad. It just had a lot of gimmicks added to it. Then they kept a lot of those gimmicks for 2007. 2007 isn't bad. It's just, I don't like how it's formatted. Because it just reminds me of like a 3D version of World Championship 2006. That's literally it. I don't like, like how it goes from the regular music and then it's like win or lose music. I'm just like, can we cut that out? Like, people have to literally make hacks to cut out all that music. And then it's like, oh, it was just a mess. And then I love 2008 just because of the variety that it gave. And like I said, I was a competitive player back for Yu-Gi-Oh! Back then. So a lot of the newer cards didn't oppose me. It's just I was annoyed by all the goddamn stall decks at that time too. Those motherfuckers was running rampant. And then I did appreciate the long list of characters added to it to celebrate what was basically becoming Yu-Gi-Oh's 10th anniversary. Because you had the GX cast, you had the OG cast in that game, minus like all the big exceptions that didn't have to be there. I love the fact that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters were becoming the focus. So you didn't have to run to a particular duelist from the anime. You could easily just have a duel monster represent their archetype. And I love that and how that expanded for the rest of the World Championship games. And sorry to say this, Master Duel, you may be Master Duel, but you're not the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Game in the franchise. You're not. You may have all the cards in you, but even then, it's like, you have a lot of stipulations attached to you that are just horrible. So, yeah. But outside of that, this is pretty much going to wrap up today's podcast because I have a lot of other things that I need to go do. And it's already it's almost 9:45. So, let me get myself together. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, stuff, you can leave that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out tremendously. Hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content to my channel. My social media links will be in the description box below. And happy holidays to you guys. And I hope you guys have a very festive and enjoyable holiday season. HPJ signing out. Take care.